I found this AI generated house on Pinterest and I'm going to try to recreate it in Bloxburg. But I have no idea if it's gonna look amazing or be a total flop. I'm not even kidding when I say that this might be one of the hardest builds I've done so far. I mean, just look at it for a second. It's colorful, it's glowing, it has curves, and Bloxburg barely even lets me build on a straight line, so this is gonna be a challenge. The goal is to make this house as close as possible to the original while still being able to live in it. As always, before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and follow my Instagram down below. My main focus right now is the exterior of this house. As you can see, the picture that I got only really shows me the front of the house, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with the rest. For those who are curious, I did find this image on Pinterest and I did run an AI test just to make sure that it was AI generated. The easiest part of this house is that most of the walls are colored white, so I don't have to worry about texture or color. My favorite part of this house is the luxurious, colorful windows that it has. They are definitely the main attraction and what helps this house not look too plain. There was definitely a lot of more options than other houses that I could have picked, but Bloxburg does have a certain limit of what you can do, and I felt like this house was just perfect. I mean, imagine if I would have picked this. This house is actually insane. I don't think I would even know where to start with it. I mean, it doesn't even look real. I mean, I guess that is the point since it is AI, but are you serious? There is no way I could build something like that in Bloxburg. I think I did a great choice with this house, but if you guys want to see me do something more extreme, then comment down below and I might do it. I will probably cry, but I will do it. For you guys, of course. My favorite house that I found was definitely this Shrek house. I mean, live, love, Shrek, am I right? You can't tell me that these windows aren't perfect for this house. They are definitely the ones that resemble the picture the most, and once I color them, they will look perfect. I am going to recolor each individual window a different color just like in the original image. This house is definitely giving me a more modern vibe but with a bunch of different colors. I am going to leave this little gap right here just because I realized that in the picture that wall is like a wallpaper of sorts, so I am going to recreate that with some decals. This is definitely not far back enough, but you know what? It's fine. We're not going to worry too much about that. Plus, I do think this is a good distance to be able to recreate that front yard in the image. I just finished this part of the house, but I realized that it's way too small. And looking back at the picture, I realized that there's this wall situation going on. I'm not really sure what it is yet, but we do have to include it. I'm thinking that just one more block longer will do the trick. And then I can just add this little wall divider thingy. I'm not sure what it is, but it is there, so we do have to include it. That looks so much better. I just need to recolor it to, I think it was orange and some green. I really don't know what this is, but I actually really do like it. It adds some more color to it. Look at that. That looks perfect already. Now, unfortunately, it is time for this weird roof situation right here. I don't really know where to start. I am really nervous about this roof. I do think that this flat roof is our best option here. Now I just gotta figure out how to do those curves. I know that this is probably not the best way to recreate those curves on the roof, but I'm not really sure what other way I could possibly do it. I could maybe use basic shapes, but I think that's gonna take way too long and I'm not that good with basic shapes, unfortunately. Tell me down in the comments what you think I should have done instead. There! It doesn't look that bad, right? I mean, I know it's not super similar, but I don't know what else I could have done. Let's not dwell on it too much. I'm just gonna do this roof, do the layout, and then come back for the yard shaping.
One eternity later.
This is what the AI house looks like, and this is what it looks like remade on Bloxburg. Now, I really want to focus on recreating this yard right here. Thankfully, it does not seem too complicated, so I'm just gonna add this little fence, just like in the picture, and then I'm gonna add that stone path. The shape is a little weird, but we're just gonna trust the image. I do think it's a little bit bland, so I might add some stone steps just to give it more character. This texture is definitely good, but I'm not sure if the color is quite what I want. Yeah, I definitely think this darker shade is a lot better. Okay, now for those pink flowers, I'm gonna use this compact bush and just recolor it pink. Hopefully we can find a good shade of pink for this, just like the image. Oh, I actually like this shade. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. Now I'm just gonna copy and paste it all around. I think we have those exact mini trees on Bloxburg. Yes, we do. Okay, so these go behind those pink flowers. Like so. Kind of still following that path. I'm not too convinced by the color, so I'm just gonna recolor them to be a bit darker. I think that looks more like the picture. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with that color and just put it all around. Just copy and paste it on both sides. We do have a tree to the side of the house and kind of like that, what is it? That fence thing? We have it on Bloxburg. I just don't know what it's called. Oh, it's called a small hedge. Well, we're gonna use that right here, like in the image. It kind of goes around the tree, so I'm gonna do that, and I might use this fence to separate the whole front yard. On the front porch, we do have these little plotted plants, so I'm just gonna take these and just recolor them. I'll put just a random plant in it just to make it look just like the picture. Like this one right here, this one's cute. And I'll just recolor it pink and blue. Now this is the front yard finished, and I think I did a pretty good job. It definitely does resemble the original a lot. Now we just have to worry about the inside because this picture didn't really show the inside at all, so we're gonna have to struggle a little bit. I don't have a set layout yet, but I do know that I want this corner to be the living room, so I'm gonna start with that. L couches are always my go-to. I love L couches, so we're gonna use this one. I always do add a little chair to the side just to make it look not as empty, and it just makes it look cuter in general. I think this tufted armchair will definitely do the trick. I do want to add a modern fireplace between those windows right there. I know we have this simple fireplace right here, and then we have another one that also looks pretty modern, which is this one, but I think I'm gonna go for the simple one instead. And then we're just gonna place that fireplace right there. As for the TV, I want to say that the person who lives in this house doesn't like to watch TV, so we're not gonna add one. But I am going to add a cute carpet and a cute coffee table. I also want to add a lot of plants because for some reason I'm envisioning the person who lives here really likes plants. Like maybe this one right here next to the chimney and another one just so it doesn't look too empty. It also just helps to fill up that space because I think it's way too empty. Now for the coffee table, I have this perfect one in mind. I used it in my last video, but I just think it will fit this house so good. Just because it's kind of like a modern coffee table, so it already fits the theme so good. Oh, there it is. I couldn't freaking find it for the love of God. See, I think it fits perfectly. Obviously, I just had to recolor everything around to make it just look better. I do want to make everything super colorful so it fits the theme. I did find these images on Pinterest, which I really like, and I want to take as inspiration for the interior. I'm not sure if they're AI or not, but I really do like this whole colorful theme going on. As for the layout, I really wanted to go with an open concept with the entrance being right here and then the kitchen being in the back and of course the living room, but I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with the upstairs quite yet. I am debating on the idea of doing a little loft area, but I'm not really focusing on the upstairs too much yet. I first want to finish the whole downstairs. I'm just going to recolor everything really quick and then show you guys my progress.
A few moments later.
I am loving this colorful wall that I did right here, and I'm actually thinking about bringing that and just adding it to some of the walls that I think that look a little bit more plain. I tried to match the colors on them to the ones that are in the windows. However, I did want them to be a little bit more pastel just because I love pastel colors. I'm actually really proud of this idea, so tell me down in the comments what you guys think. I want to say that they make a great addition because some of the walls were getting tiring just being too plain. As for those stairs, I'm not really sure if I'm going to keep them here in the corner because again, I haven't figured out the layout for the top. But I am going to recolor it for now, and then like once I finish the kitchen, I might decide what to do with them. I did decide on these spiral ones because they take up much less space and I just feel like they look cute in this house anyway. Okay, I think I'm pretty much done over here, so I'm going to start the kitchen, which is going to go over here. And I still want to keep the colorful theme going on. I have a pretty good idea of what I want to do with this kitchen. I'm going to use these shaker counters and I'm going to color each one of them a different color, just like the pillars. As for the walls, I don't really want to keep it completely white. I do want to use some rail molding and maybe color it to look like some pretty tiles. And I really want to use those heart-shaped tiles. I know I use them a lot, but they're so cute. I love them so much. And I'm going to recolor them to be pink. Like, you can't look at those and tell me it isn't cute. Like, tell me it doesn't fit this kitchen perfectly. Now we just need to add a fridge and a stove. And I realized that I didn't leave a gap for the stove, so I'm going to fix that after I add this. I decided I actually don't like that fridge, so I'm going to delete it and add this vintage one instead. Now I realized that this kitchen is pretty big and we don't really have space for a dining table. So I was thinking, what if I just add like a little island and that could like be useful as a dining table. We can use those modern ones that they look really cute. Just trust me, as soon as I add this, we won't even need a table. We can literally eat here if I just add some cute stools to go with it. Maybe the person who lives here just doesn't have a need for a table when it's just them living here. I'm just gonna finish coloring everything up. This is mostly what I have. I'm gonna add some cabinets and maybe some plants around, and then I'll come back. And this is the finished product. I actually love it so much. It looks so cute and it matches with the living room, which I'm really proud about. So I'm gonna keep it like this, and we should probably start working on the upstairs. I didn't really leave space for a bathroom down here, so I'm thinking we're probably gonna have to do that upstairs, because I don't really see any space where I can probably squeeze in a bathroom. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to do it upstairs. This is what I get for not planning the layout very well. I added a little loft area and a bathroom that I did off of camera, but this is pretty much gonna be our bedroom. I actually really like the concept of being able to look out at the living room through your bedroom, so I do like this loft idea. I know it is a bit of an inconvenience to have to go upstairs to the bathroom, and that was seriously my fault. I didn't think about a bathroom until I was done with the downstairs. I mean, a bathroom is literally a basic necessity that every house has. I don't know how I could have forgotten. Now I am adding this little desk to be like a little office, because I also forgot to add an office, but I feel like forgetting to add an office is more forgivable than forgetting the bathroom. And because an office can easily be squeezed into anywhere, so we're fine. As for the bed, I'm gonna be adding it on the other side of the room in that little gap that you see over there. And I was thinking of using that Victorian double bed that we just got recently because it's so cute. Well, not recently, I'm pretty sure it's been a couple of months, but it's so pretty. I mean, look at it. And it literally fits perfectly right here, pushed up against this wall. But I was thinking that it might take up too much space, so I might decide on doing a smaller one. But just look at it, it looks so beautiful. I really want to use it, but part of me is telling me that I probably shouldn't if I want to add more stuff. You know what, I'm just gonna finish the room and add some more decorations, and then I'll decide at the end if I should change the bed or not. What? Okay, I'm done with the bedroom. I did take a little break, which I think is for the best, because look how good it turned out. I really needed that break to just envision it better. But I think we're basically done with the whole house, so I think it's about time for a tour. That concludes today's video, and honestly, I think I did pretty good. But you guys let me know. If you have any other AI designs that you want to see me try next, please tell me down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.